there's always going to be that one moment. That moment where you're in awe. That moment where you lose your breath watching every single thing that's going on in that last second. Not knowing where you are, not knowing what to do, but feeling like you're in a fantasy. And then it hits. That's what it is. It's a fantasy where your superheroes come to life, where your true happy ending comes to fruition, where everything you've thought about truly comes to. It's that time where all of these dreams shine. And people say dreams can't come true. But what if I told you they're wrong? What if I told you that I could take you back to that second where you're in awe, where I could take you back to that dream where you're trying to catch that last breath and you do catch it. In this, we will see the biggest moments. We will see icons face gods. We will see superheroes face supervillains, because now is the time. The world has finally made it become a reality. Here on CashOut Productions, we will finally see fantasy dream match warfare. Ladies and gentlemen of the CashOut Productions fan base, we are back with another fantasy dream match warfare. And today, it's not just a one-on-one, but a triple threat of epic proportions. The aerial assassin, Will Ospreay, one of the best to ever do it, goes up against two of the greatest, one being the best bout machine in Kenny Omega. These two having a storied history from Japan back to the States. And with all of the physical fights, you add one more who has had verbal bouts with Kenny Omega, the visionary, the revolutionary, Seth Freakin Rollins. You add all of this greatness into one match, and the question remains, who would walk out on top? Well, that's what we're here for. It's time to find out, between these three legends, who would win this fantasy dream match warfare.
This is about to be one hell of a fight on fantasy dream match warfare. The matchup of the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay, the cool Kenny Omega, and the visionary, the revolutionary, the architect, Seth Freakin Rollins.
The following contest is a triple threat extreme rules match. Making its way to the ring from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds,
Matchup that nobody ever thought would happen happens here on CashOut Productions. Seth Rollins takes it all in. And quite frankly, Seth Rollins takes it all in, but this man might be coming to take the head of both Kenny Omega and Seth Rollins and put it on a silver platter. It is the aerial assassin. Ospreay, known to the world as the aerial assassin, hell, might be one of the greatest to ever do it, to step foot into a ring. He comes in here tonight for fantasy dream match warfare, to be in what might be the most intense triple threat match of his entire career. He's going against a man he has extreme history with, all the way from Japan back to the States. And now you add in the third piece to the puzzle, and Seth freaking Rollins. Kenny Omega versus Seth is already enough, but these three alone, this matchup might just take the cake for fantasy dream match warfare of the year, or hell, the greatest fantasy dream match warfare of all time. And here comes the cleaner.
232 pounds, Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega, one of the greatest to ever lace up a pair of boots. Some have called him the God of Wrestling. He's also known as the best bout machine. But tonight, he will be known as a man trying to get everything he can out of this matchup to be known as the greatest. Kenny Omega has never taken any challenge lightly. Omega fought Ospreay in New Japan, then came back to the States to fight Ospreay in AEW, then even teamed up with him for a bit. Kenny Omega and Seth Rollins throughout the years have thrown shots, and now tonight, they battle inside of the square circle. Will the best bout machine out-bout both men? Will the visionary complete his vision, or will the aerial assassin assassinate two more men? We find out here on Fantasy Dream Match Warfare. The bell is rung. Here we go. And Omega already going after Ospreay. Ospreay roll out of the way. Omega and Ospreay know each other so well. And oh, look at Seth Rollins intervening. A beautiful combination and a beautiful springboard enziguri. Here comes Ospreay. Powerbomb to Omega. This matchup is already starting off as most probably thought it would. High, fast-paced action, and now a Russian leg sweep by the Architect. Kenny Omega, though, goes to attack him and hits a beautiful moonsault. And Ospreay already going to get some of the toys from under the ring, and he gets a table. And now here we go. Seth Rollins and Kenny Omega going at it. We all know Seth Rollins is so calculated, but the speed of Seth Rollins also comes into play very well, just like it does for Will Ospreay, who was going for a pop-up styles clash, but Seth Rollins has fought the man that originated the maneuver, and now Will Ospreay catches him with a super kick and hits him with a beautiful standing corkscrew moonsault. And now Omega, the mutual respect of Omega and Ospreay to go after Seth Rollins, who now rolls up Omega inside of the ring to get an early pin, but no. Not even a one count for the Architect, but now here comes Ospreay. Oh, slamming Seth down onto the table, ruining Seth's vision and plans in this matchup, but Seth kicks him in the face. Now Omega goes right after Seth Rollins, and oh, slams his back onto the knee. We know Seth has had shoulder problems, leg problems, and back problems, the way he's fought throughout the years. And now Omega slams Seth onto the table. And oh, look at this beautiful reversal by Seth Rollins. The trash can getting thrown into the ring. And now Ospreay, oh, was looking to the neck. Every man looking to hit a big maneuver. And oh, Omega catches Seth Rollins with a ripcord V-trigger. But now a Frankensteiner by the aerial assassin. And now Will Ospreay goes right after Seth Rollins. Beautiful execution, beautiful sequence by these three aerial titans. But Will Ospreay knows that if he can hit that hidden blade, this matchup will be over. Kenny Omega knows he hit that one-winged blade, this matchup is over. But Seth Rollins knows if he stomps one of their heads into the mat, this matchup is his for good. It is his for the taking. Which man will hit the big move first? Ospreay currently has Seth Rollins in the corner, has the trash can, throws the trash can at a cornered up Seth Rollins, who was pinned up against the turnbuckle, is now sitting at the very bottom. Omega goes after Ospreay. Ospreay knocks him back off of him, though.
And now Will Ospreay, oh, he gets caught with a beautiful sling blade by the Architect. And now Seth Rollins was looking to go and put Kenny Omega on the rope, but the referee might have just gotten in the way of that. Kenny Omega now was looking to hit a maneuver, but Will Ospreay got in the way, and now Omega steals the table and hits Ospreay with it. This matchup is going to be something special. Oh, but the chair down to the back is special to Seth Rollins, as he knows how to especially use it in the table getting in the way of the rebound. But now Will Ospreay looks to hit a 450 to then rebound off of what just happened. All these men know how to calculate their risk very nicely. And oh, I thought Omega was going for a one-winged angel. Beautiful, beautiful suplex. And now here comes Ospreay. Now puts Omega in a headlock. They know how to switch and maneuver in a moment's instant just like that. It is being shown in this matchup. Ospreay and Omega have fought together and fought as enemies, and tonight they fight as enemies once again. Omega, I think, was going for a V-trigger, but he just got caught into a pedigree. No, beautiful reversal by the best bout machine, or some call him the God of Wrestling. And that is something a God of Wrestling would do, is have every single, oh my goodness, opportunity in his head ready. Oh, and Ospreay was looking, and Omega says exactly, you are stupid for even thinking that would work on me. Omega just talking down to Ospreay. When Omega gets in his bag, he does not stop, and Ospreay gets kicked in the back. Omega hits Seth Rollins with the table, and now Kenny Omega picks up Ospreay. Beautiful powerbomb on the chair. Here's the cover. Kick out, not even a one for Kenny Omega. And Seth Rollins on the outside taunting. Seth trying to get some of that rhythm back. I don't know why Seth just taunted like that, but I think Kenny Omega just got busted open. Oh, Seth went for a knee, and Ospreay ducked under, caught him with a beautiful Pele kick, and now a V-trigger right to Kenny Omega. These two are having an absolute, well, I was going to say these two because it was just Omega and Ospreay, but then Seth trying to come back into the fray, and now Omega is back in the fray. Seth couldn't hit it because of Omega. Now he is going to hit it. Curb stop by Seth freaking Rollins. Here's the cover. Here's the count for the win. Omega kicks out. And now Ospreay, knowing Omega so well, knowing he was going to kick out of that, but you still, even knowing somebody, cannot be too assured of yourself. You cannot reassure yourself too much. And now Seth Rollins has a crossface on the aerial assassin. Oh, but Will Ospreay gets out, kicks Seth Rollins right in the stomach. Oh, he kicks him in the stomach again. Is he going for it? He's going for it.
Stormbreaker!
On the Seth, the feet touch the ropes. Omega back into the ring, and he breaks the pin up. See, that's what I'm saying. Omega does not know Seth Rollins that well. But wait a minute. Oh, look at this. One-winged angel. One-winged angel. No. Beautiful hurricane round of reversal. Oh, these men are having an absolute banger here on Fantasy Dream Match Warfare. Omega went for the V-trigger. He gets caught with a roll-up pin. Here's the cover. Ospreay breaks it up. None of these men want to go out on a limb. None of these men want to go out saying they cannot beat the other two. Ospreay, Seth, and Omega's pride is going to get in the way of this matchup as much as it can. And Ospreay knows if he gets hit with that one-winged angel, it is done for. And now, Will Ospreay, oh my goodness.
Kenny Omega gets beautiful, beautiful momentum now in this matchup. Super kick right to Ospreay, who now rolls outside the ring. And Omega knew what he was doing. Ospreay rolls out the ring. Oh, went for a light tube right to Ospreay. Ospreay ducked it, and now here comes Ospreay. Seth brought stepped into the ring. Ospreay now hitting the Frankenstein on a busted open Kenny Omega. And now Will Ospreay, he's telling Omega to get up. Oh, and he hits him with a glass tube. And now, here comes Omega somehow fighting back. Seth Rollins, being the architect that he is, watching, planning, getting a strategy, making a new blueprint so he can reset himself and reassess himself to whatever he needs to do. And oh, look at this. Ospreay caught Seth again, and boom, right on the outside with a powerbomb. Seth Rollins and Will Ospreay, each time the other man is trying to see what the other will hit. And now Ospreay tells Seth to get up. Seth gets up slowly, but no, Ospreay's just going to pick him up now. Oh, and Seth Rollins elbowing Will Ospreay.
And now, a drop kick. Oh, but a drop kick to Seth now. Seth gets up. Omega goes after him. Goes for the knee. Misses it. Omega now has Seth Rollins and throws him halfway across the outside. Oh, God. Kenny Omega taking apart the announce table in front of us here. And now Ospreay and Omega both won Seth. Oh, and look at this. Suckered him in. He suckered them both in. Oh, but no, Omega elbows Seth off. He says, I ain't getting hit with that damn prime bottle. Oh, but Omega slams him down. Kenny Omega telling the crowd to shush, saying this might be coming to an end. And now looks at Ospreay, the aerial assassin, wants Kenny Omega, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get him. Oh, and Ospreay now. Ospreay bounces off. Wait a minute. Cutter! Cutter to Kenny Omega. Here's the cover. 1, 2, kick out by Kenny. Oh my God, what a match. Oh, and look at this. Ospreay moves out of the way of a drop kick from Seth. Seth now getting put onto the apron. Ospreay is trying to calculate all his risk and trying to attempt to, wait a minute, capitalize on Kenny Omega. Kenny with a one-winged angel. One-winged angel. 2, Ospreay somehow kicks out. Oh, but Seth comes back in. No, Ospreay's lifeless corpse in the way. Oh, and look at Seth. He says, no way. No, here comes Seth Rollins. Suplex on to Kenny Omega. Beautiful execution by the Architect. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. Will Ospreay just kicked out a one-winged angel and no. A huge trash can shot to the back of the skull. And now what in the world does Ospreay have in mind with that damn table? Nothing. He's going to put it down because he sees Omega coming at him. He sees Omega coming for him. He's trying to get every single bit that he can in this matchup. And Ospreay, if he can do just that, he will have this matchup in the bag. No, Omega. He knocks Ospreay's forearm out the way, though. Kenny Omega sends him into the turnbuckle. He puts him on the top turnbuckle. Oh, what a punch. Oh, my God. No. If Kenny Omega hits this match will be over. This match will be over. Oh, thank goodness. Ospreay reversed. I think Kenny Omega was going for a top rope one-winged angle. And Seth Rollins stomps on him, takes advantage, hitting Will Ospreay with a damn prime bottle. It's oh my God, look at this. Seth Rollins trying to steal this, trying to steal a win. No, and a kick out. Thank goodness. Will Ospreay kicks out, but at the same time, if you're Seth Rollins, if you're Kenny Omega, if you're Will Ospreay, you're wondering, what is it going to take to put the other two down? And now Omega is up. Seth is trying to figure out what he needs to do in order to stop this. Oh, wait a minute. Seth has Will Ospreay. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Beautiful counter on the pedigree. The aerial assassin might have just taken one of the best counters to the pedigree that I've ever seen. Omega has a light too. Oh, and it hits Ospreay with it, and he just busted him open. Ospreay is seeing the color red. Omega was trying to see Seth Rollins. Take a huge German suplex, but Seth Rollins hits him with a knee. And now, Seth Rollins has Will Ospreay body slam to Will Ospreay. Oh, Will looked to trick Seth and play possum, but Seth knows that move too well as he hit it on Will Ospreay earlier. Sling blade from the Architect. And now Seth, I thought he was going for a curb stomp. Forearm from Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay might have Seth Rollins. Will Ospreay. Oh, is he going to hit another one? A Stormbreaker! Again! A Stormbreaker again! Will Ospreay! Oh my God. No. Will Ospreay, he's going for it. He's looking to hit it. Oh, hidden blade. Use the Oz cutter to bend the trash can and then hit a hidden blade on Seth Rollins, who now takes out Kenny Omega, who suckered Kenny Omega in. Now he's going for a curb stomp. Mans hits the curb stomp. Omega now looks to try to take Seth out, but Seth went into the pin. Omega says no way. And now, Seth Rollins, gets kicked in the gut by Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega now has Seth Rollins. Oh my goodness, looks like a variant of the one-winged angel with one leg. What can Omega possibly need to do now? Omega going for the steps. Seth Rollins is getting up now. Seth Rollins grabs the table. What is Omega thinking of doing? Seth Rollins has the table set up. Oh, and Omega
gets the steps knocked out of his hand. Super kick by Will Ospreay. And Will Ospreay corkscrew moonsault on the outside of Kenny Omega. Seth Rollins is fired up. Seth Rollins now. Oh, he has Will Ospreay. What is Seth going for here on the aerial assassin? Oh, God. Oh! No. Not into the LED ring post. Come on, Seth. I know you want the match, but that's just uncalled for. Seth Rollins sends Will Ospreay back into the LED ring post. All these men beaten, battered, and bruised. Seth the only man not bleeding, but still battered, still bruised. Kenny Omega caught Seth with a punch. He's looking for the one-winged angel now. German suplex by Kenny Omega. And now the best bout machine. Oh, hits Will Ospreay with some steps. It looks like it might be Omega. No, Ospreay moves out the way. Oh, both men missing. Ospreay. And look at that. Omega just says, you are stupid for even thinking that is going to work. But Ospreay now grabs Omega. Wait a minute. Is Will Ospreay looking to grab some steps, or is he looking to capitalize on Seth Rollins? Either way, all three men are now up. A ladder is being introduced into this match, and now Seth Rollins, I spoke earlier, said he was not bleeding. Seth Rollins is now busted open. All three men are bleeding. They're battered and they're bruised in this fantasy dream match warfare triple threat. The first ever fantasy dream match warfare triple threat match we have ever had. All of them being one-on-ones. Now it is a triple threat. Uh-oh. And what could happen here? Oh, look at this. Seth Rollins looking to attack Kenny Omega, trying to take Will Ospreay out of the equation. And now Seth Rollins slams Kenny right down into the concrete. And he just kicks at Omega, kicks the dirt at Omega. And Seth not showing any signs of respect for Kenny Omega. Oh! And look at this, both men on the barricade. Ospreay telling him to get up, but Omega is down. And now Kenny Omega. He's being thrown around by Will Ospreay. I don't know who could honestly take this matchup at this point. Oh, big trigger! Big trigger out of nowhere. Did Ospreay just kip up? What is wrong with these men? And now Seth Rollins with the second set of steps. What is he going to do with it? Oh, he looks to hit Omega with it. He hits him. Oh, and he hits Omega with a step. Now he's going to hit Ospreay with the steps, but no. Ospreay now gets hit by Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins catches him. Pedigree on the outside of the ring. Will Ospreay has to be out. Will Ospreay is out. He is done. Will Ospreay is cooked. And now, Seth Rollins, oh my God, battering a forearm across the back of Omega. And the Architect needs to find the way to take advantage the best way he can. And now Kenny Omega gets dropped onto the barricade. Seth Rollins hyping himself up, stopping Will Ospreay from taking advantage with those steps and slams his head onto the apron. Seth Rollins now back into the ring. The table he set up is now down. Will Ospreay is down. Oh, and Kenny Omega back in the ring. Seth Rollins was telling Will Ospreay to get up. One-winged angel. One-winged angel. 1, 2, and kicked out by Seth somehow. Oh my God. Kenny Omega came out of nowhere as Seth Rollins was about to probably hit a suicide dive onto Will Ospreay. Here's the cover. Kenny Omega breaks the pin up and says, no way you are taking this from me. And now Will Ospreay says, but you're going to take this from me. He's going to take it on. Here's the cover by the aerial assassin. Oh, but Seth Rollins got up in just the nick of time. Seth Rollins now chops from Will Ospreay, punches, forearm. Will Ospreay kicks and more kicks and more kicks. And now look at Will. Oh, kicking Seth and just repeatedly kicking Seth. Now slamming him down. Now a kick to the back. Will Ospreay, oh, tucks and rolls out of the way of Omega, hitting a V-trigger. Boom, the knees, getting hit, and then the kicks. The double feet into the jaw of Kenny Omega. Seth is down. Will Ospreay is telling Omega to get up for the hidden blade. The hidden blade. Here's the cover. Seth is still down. The ref is counting. 1, 2. The aerial assassin takes it in this fantasy dream match warfare. Will Ospreay did it. What an ending to what we knew would be a classic match, ladies and gentlemen. The aerial assassin
has taken two men's heads and put them on a silver platter. And this may be the end of this match, but this is not just the end of this video. Please stay tuned as you are about to get a sneak peek at the newest CashOut Productions series.
Hood, rich.